is Darrell Ho-Shing from Darrell Ho-Shing Photography, and I got another video for you guys. A lot of people always ask me, show me how you work Lightroom or Photoshop, or show me how you edit your photos. So I'm going to show you how I edited this photo in particular. I got a lot more photos that I can play with, so I'll show you those later on in other videos. This photo here, we got a beautiful bride and groom sharing a beautiful kiss right after their wedding. This was in Jamaica, the Royalton White Sands in Montego Bay. It's sunset. For me, this is like one of my favorite times to shoot. Sunset, golden hour. You have a bride and groom, beautiful couple in a tropical island. To me, it doesn't get better than that. So this photo here, I'm going to show you how I edited this photo. I'm using the latest version of Lightroom, which is Lightroom CC 2015.8 as of this date. What they've added in this update is a reference window, which is pretty cool. Click that, you have like a reference window here. Basically, I find it's really good for if you're editing a photo and you have two separate photos and you're trying to match an edit. So that's what I find it's good for. But it's also good for editing and keeping the raw as you go along. So that's what I'm going to use it for. In order to do that, we're going to copy the photo. So I'm going to hit Command apostrophe, and that's going to duplicate the photo there. So I got 1 of 2, 2 of 2. If you're using PC, then it's the window button and apostrophe. I just learned this like last week. I can't even believe I didn't know about this feature for all these times. Like this, I could have used this feature like years ago. But anyways, whatever. I know now. It's all that matters. All right. So reference window. Let's click that. Boom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 of 1, and we're just going to bring that up to the reference window. So now the reference is going to be 1 of 1, but we're going to be editing 2 of 2. All right. So it's the exact same photo, but different files. All right, so as you can see here, I shot this on daylight, so 5200 kelvins. It's a little cool. I want to make this a little bit more warm. When you're shooting sunsets, bride and grooms, especially brides, love sunset photos because of the color. So if you're going to shoot in sunset, but if you're not going to have those sunset colors, then the bride and groom is going to be like, yeah, that's an okay photo. They're not going to be really satisfied. So in order to do that, we're going to boost up the sunset colors. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the temperature and I'm just going to slide it. And okay, so yeah. So maybe right there. That looks good. All right. So now we're getting a little bit more oranges in the shot. Maybe I'll boost it up just a tad. There we go. Next thing I like to do, me personally, is I like to boost my clarity up. So I'll take that up, whatever, 40, 41, or whatever. I like the clarity slider because it just adds that little punch to the photo. It just makes it pop a little bit more. And next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add some contrast. So I'm going to come down to my curves. So the bottom is your shadows. The top is your highlights. So I'm going to take it, this last square, this corner square right here, right in the middle of that square. I'm just going to bring it down. All right. And then I'm going to take this corner square up here right in the middle, and I'm going to bring it up. All right. So now it's kind of like a slight little S. So that's how I like my contrast. I mean, you can go overboard, you can make it all crazy, but man, we ain't about that life. So I just keep it real simple like that. Next thing now is, this is the fun part. So this is where we're really going to boost the colors, and it's the RGB, the red, green, and blues. So we're going to click that, and I'm going to start off with the red channel. All right, click that. So I'm going to take it right at the center. All right, and I'm going to bring it up just a bit. All right, boom. Then I'm going to take the green, again from the center. I'm going to bring it down just a tad bit, not too much, just slightly, ever so slightly. Now we're going to go to the blue. We're going to do the same thing. Just bring that down ever so slightly. It's easy to go overboard with this, so you got to watch yourself. Don't go too overboard. All right. And there we go. So maybe the red's slightly overboard, so I'm just gonna bring it down just a bit. The key is you want this to look natural. You want this to look real. All right, so that's looking pretty good right there. I might take the vibrance just a tad bit, just a tad, not too much, just a tad. And now we got like the orange, lots of orange from the sunset. Now it's actually looking like a sunset. Next thing, the last thing I like to do, not all the time, sometimes, you know, I'm not really a big fan of this, but sometimes I am, is the radial filter. And so I'm going to click that. And now I'm going to just kind of boost up the sun flare just a little bit. So I'm going to take it just like that. I'm going to take it in the center right there. And now I'm going to take the exposure and I'm going to, oops, I got to invert that. My bad. There we go. Invert that. There we go. And so that's going to act like a sun flare. I'm going to take the feather, bring that all the way. See, if I go the other way down, it's going to be like a sharp line. It's just going to look utterly retarded. So I'm going to take it all the way to 100 so it just kind of blends in. And I'm going to hit done and done, man. Like, there we go. So we have the original shot, which is cool. Like I said, you know, it's cool. It's not bad. But now we punched it up a little. We added, you know, the orange. We added like the colors of the sunset. Now, if you want to take it a step further, you know, you can come down to the color channel here. So I got the orange, and you can change the hue. Make it real red, make it real greenish. You know, you can just adjust that to your liking. Saturation, I can make it more saturated. I could take the luminance down. But I mean, this is where you might fall victim to going overboard. And then at the end of the day, it's just going to look like real fake. So, you don't really have to do it if you want. If there's something you just need to like slightly adjust, you know, like a slight hue or whatever, that's cool, whatever. So I could just adjust a slight hue, whatever. But the key is not to go overboard. Make it look realistic and make your clients go, wow. So that's how I did this. Leave some comments, leave some likes, you know, share it, subscribe, and let me know what you think of it. Let me know if, you know, my editing job sucked. Let me know if it was dope. Let me know if it was amazing. Let me know if something wasn't clear, if you want me to explain something more. But yeah, man, just leave some feedback, man. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys on the next video.